Have you ever noticed how some men vanish without ever truly living? They're here, they breathe, talk, even work, but it's like they become shadows of who they could have been. Meanwhile, others, even with wrinkles and silver hair, make the world stop just to hear them speak. What's the invisible difference? What separates being forgotten from being admired? Why do some command respect with just a glance, while others go unnoticed even when they shout? What sets the average man apart from the one who becomes desired, admired, and followed until the very end? The answer isn't in DNA, nor in a bank account. It lies in habits. In how he gets out of bed, how he faces the mirror, and what he chooses to do when no one's watching. Time will transform you. That's inevitable. But will it erase you, or refine you? Most men age like forgotten objects in the back of a closet, losing shine, purpose, and value. Few, as rare as diamonds, become more valuable with each passing year. They are like works of art untouched by the common decay. They weren't chosen. They built themselves. They chose discomfort that forges character over comfort that dulls the soul. Every day, a step toward a version that commands presence without needing to prove anything. Presence that speaks before words. It all begins with the body. Before words, before clothing, comes how you occupy space. A man who owns his posture changes the room without uttering a single sentence. Chest out, chin up, eyes steady. It's not about looking big, it's about refusing to look small. Do you walk into a place like you're asking for permission, or like you know you belong? The answer is in your stride, in your silence, in how you breathe. A man who drags his feet has already lost half the battle. But one who walks with purpose, even without knowing the final destination, sends a primal signal, command. Women pick up on it in seconds. And the world responds on a different frequency. The body sends signals at all times. And yours? Is it saying you're a leader, or that you're waiting for orders? If this resonates with you, hit the like button and drop a comment below. I choose to build my legacy. That one small gesture shows you're no longer on autopilot. It shows you taking control. And if you know a man who needs to hear this truth, share it now. Be the spark of his change. Appearance, the first invisible weapon. We live in a visual world. Whether you like it or not, your image speaks before your voice. And it screams what you represent, even if you wish it didn't. Appearance isn't vanity, it's strategy. A fitted shirt, clean grooming, a subtle but striking scent. These details form a silent shield against disrespect. You don't need to be rich to dress well. You need to be intentional. A man who doesn't care about his appearance sends the message of surrender. But one who chooses what he wears with purpose radiates self-respect. Women notice. So do men. And the world takes note. Neglect is the language of the weak. Visual presence is the quiet manifesto of a man who is still in the game. Don't dress to please. Dress like someone who knows that every morning is a battlefield, and your armor starts in the mirror. Words that hit like steel. How you speak reflects how you think. Irresistible men don't lose themselves in endless monologues. Their sentences are bridges, not mazes. Every word they speak has a target. They don't talk to be approved. They speak because they have something to assert. Avoid over-explaining. Avoid trying to seem agreeable. Strong men aren't afraid of silence. They use it as a weapon. A well-placed pause says more than 1,000 justifications. The voice of a mature man carries a tone of decision. He doesn't say what others want to hear. He says what needs to be said, clearly and firmly. Next time you speak, ask yourself, does what I'm about to say show control or neediness? Words can build kingdoms or destroy reputations. Choose yours like their blades. The body is a temple of war. A strong body isn't vanity, it's respect. A trained body shows the world you still burn from within. After 40, Every workout session is a shout against surrender. It's a man saying, I'm still here. I still fight. I am still power in motion. It's not about having six-pack abs. It's about not becoming a burden. Men who stay physically disciplined command respect before they even speak. The body communicates energy, drive, protection. Weak men are ignored. Strong ones are remembered. When you train, you're reforging not just muscles, but mindset. Physical pain teaches emotional endurance. Every rep lifted is a reminder. You don't fold at the first sign of difficulty. And who notices that? Everyone. Even if they never say it. Your body tells your story, even when your mouth stays shut. The invisible compass. A man without purpose is tossed by the winds of other people's wills. But the man with a mission walks straight, even through storms. Purpose is the invisible force behind the greats. It's what keeps a man going, even when tired. It's what separates those who merely exist from those who truly live. There is nothing more magnetic than a man who knows where he's headed. He doesn't need to explain it. Just look at his focus, his schedule, his energy. The purposeful man doesn't accept crumbs. He has direction. And that direction gives meaning to his habits, choices, and silences. Build that purpose. Don't wait for a divine sign. Choose a reason that gets you out of bed earlier. That makes you say no to distraction and yes to transformation. A man on a mission doesn't chase love. He attracts it. He doesn't seek respect. He radiates it. The legend begins in the ordinary. There's no magic formula. The man time doesn't erase is built on simple habits, repeated with near sacred consistency. He chooses to wake a little earlier, present himself a little sharper, train even when tired, remain silent when others shout, speak when others stay quiet. Legends aren't born on stages. They're forged in silence, in the invisible routines, in the decisions no one sees. The legend begins when you decide to stop accepting the weak version of yourself. You don't need to become another man. You just need to remember who you once were and refuse to forget again. The final choice. Time is passing, now. As you read this, your body is aging, your cells renewing, your story unfolding. The question is, with what intensity are you writing your next chapter? Do you want to be the man everyone forgot, or the one who became legend among those still trying? You already have the tools. All that's left is the decision. Because in the end, irresistible men aren't born. They're built, brick by brick, choice by choice. And that construction starts now. Now it's up to you. You can leave this video the same way you came, or decide that today was the day your story started to change. If you want more content like this, where truth is spoken without filters, and the mindset of a strong man is forged word by word, subscribe to the channel now. Around here, we don't romanticize weakness. We build legends.